Hey guys, so yellow eyeshadow. Every time I turn around, another palette is being released with a bright yellow eyeshadow in it. Example, Jeffree Star Controversy? No, Conspiracy. I always do that. Jeffree Star Conspiracy, that has a bright yellow in it. I ordered some single eyeshadows from ShopMissA, the A20 eyeshadows, and when I did, I ordered a bright yellow eyeshadow because I did not get the Conspiracy palette. However, I did order the mini Controversy palette, but still haven't received a tracking number. But from what I hear, this is the last week they are expecting to ship and deliver anything from that collection. So if I don't get it by the end of this week, I think I'm gonna contact them and see what's up. Anyway, that is not what this video is about. This video is about bright yellow eyeshadow. Now, some people are going to look better than others with a bright yellow eyeshadow. If you have a warm skin tone, it's probably going to look bomb on you no matter how you wear it, what you wear it with. But for some of us, my skin happens to be very cool toned, so yellow is not the easiest color for me to pull off. I went out yesterday and I bought this bright yellow sweater at Walmart. It was $12.96, and you don't have to go all matchy-matchy, but if you want to, if you wear a bright yellow top with the bright yellow eyeshadow, nobody's going to really notice as much that you have bright yellow eyeshadow on because they're going to be thinking, wow, that top is really bright yellow. So you definitely don't have to do the matchy-matchy thing, but I think it makes it more wearable, but it could be just me and the way I'm looking at it. All right, so I have on my face primer, lip treatment product, face primer, foundation, concealer, powder, and did my brows. And I'm going to show you some ideas that I have for some other face products and of course the eyeshadow look itself. So the first thing that I want to talk about is contour. Now contour is normally some shade of brown. Normally, it can also be, some people use taupe to contour their face, but here's where the bronzer or contour is going to pull together with the bright yellow because brown is a very complementary color for yellow. So I'm just going to contour and bronze my face with this bronzer. This is LA Colors Working Gal, and this is one of the products I used when I talked about and did those videos about the Beauty Through the Decades collection. I've been really, really loving the products that I bought with that collection and using them a lot. So yeah, bronzer is very complementary to the bright yellow. Now for blush, you could do brown, you could do peach, you could do coral, you could do nude, you can do anything that has got some warmth to it. Is going to be your best bet. So I'm going to use this LA Colors blush in the shade Whatever. And this is like a nude slash light brown. Definitely a warm color. Oh, and this is AOA Studio F13 brush, and the one I used with the bronzer is the AOA Studio F11 brush, and those are on ShopMissA.com. Just give that a good blending. Okay, now as far as highlighter goes, this particular shade of yellow it's light, it's bright, but it doesn't have as much warmth to it as some yellows do. Like, you know how some yellows have got like that mustard gold type of thing going on? This isn't like that. So rather than use a highlighter that looks like this, see how much warmth that gold has? I'm not going to use that. What I am going to use instead is this highlighter by Makeup Obsession. It's called Mega Lightning. And this is a lighter, brighter gold. It does have a little bit of the deeper gold veining in there, but for the most part, it's a very light, bright gold. That's going to be more complementary than something with a ton of warmth in it like the one I just showed you. So I'm going to use this AOA Studio highlighting brush, and this is the F19. Pick up some of that and go right across the cheekbones and just up a little bit into the temple area. Okay. Now, I was going to say let's dive into the eyeshadows, but I'm going to need a primer. So I was going to use just a regular translucent primer, which you absolutely can do. But then I thought, wow, if I really wanted to make that eyeshadow pop, put it over a white base. So this is just a NYX Jumbo eye pencil in milk. Yeah, if we really want to showcase this color, putting it over a white base is going to make it pop even more. I mean, you may or may not want it to pop even more, but seeing as how I'm going all out with the yellow sweater here, I thought, yeah, let's just go for it. But yeah, if you don't want it as bright and vibrant, just use your regular eyeshadow primer that you would normally use. So I use the warmth of my finger to blend this in because this is a very thick product and it's going to blend out easier if I use my finger. Alright, so let's dive into that eyeshadow. This is called Exotic, and it's by A20 Lab from ShopMissA. That's their brand of single eyeshadows. And I'm going to use this AOA Studio E122 brush, and this is their small shader brush. By the way, something that I don't always show on camera, I like to fluff up the brush before I use it, because when you wash your brushes, sometimes you might have a teeny bit of soap residue because maybe you didn't rinse it as good as you should have. So just as a precaution, I always kind of fluff up the brush, and I feel like it works a million times better if you do that. Just a little tip there. Okay, so get some product on the brush. I'm going to put this directly on the eyelid. So if you've ever used a bright yellow eyeshadow and you put it in the crease and you hated it, that's okay. Because I've done it that way too and I don't like it. I've seen other people do it, and I don't think it's pretty. That's just my opinion. You, do what you want. I don't like yellow in the crease. To me, that makes it pretty much unwearable. So I feel like yellow is a color that the only way you're going to be able to make it work is to put it on the lid. Now, you don't have to put it all over the lid. I was watching the latest video by Julia Mazzucato. I think that's how you say her name. I was watching her latest video last night, and she had on yellow eyeshadow on half her lid, I think the inner half, and then she did blue on the outer half. And it was pretty, and I liked it, but this is easier and a little more wearable. She's very bold with her looks. And yeah, I liked it, but I just think that this is maybe the easiest and most wearable way to wear yellow. But yeah, if you've never watched her, I've talked about her before. I really like her channel. In case you have no idea how to spell her name, I'll try to remember to put a link in the description box so you can check her out if you don't know who she is. Okay, so all right, so that's pretty packed on there. And I think the white definitely gives it the brightness that it already has. All right, so what I would do from this point on is I'm going to take this Morphe M506 brush. It's just a blending brush. And I'm going to take the shade Sultry from A2O Lab. And this is a light tan, light brown, light peach type shade. I don't want anything too dark because I don't want anything to compete with that yellow. Of course, you need to take into consideration what your skin tone is. My skin tone is light, so this is what I'm going for. If you have a deeper skin tone, then you're going to need to adjust that and go for a deeper shade in this family. For example, if you have medium skin, adorbs, you want to go peachier. If you have a deep skin tone, maybe something like dust. But my skin is quite light, so I'm going with sultry. Alright, so I'm going to go in the crease right above where I put that yellow. And normally I put a little bit of my crease shade on the outer part of the lid. Not doing that today. I'm just going to leave the yellow on the lid like it is. We're not going to do any of that dimensional type stuff today. Okay, so this is going to basically just blend out the edges, give it a little bit of dimension, but it's not going to compete or draw any attention away from the yellow. And by the way, if you don't have a warm skin tone, but you have a deeper skin tone, you might want to consider the shadows that I showed. Instead of going in the orange direction, you might want to go more towards like maybe a lighter brown, You don't want to go too cool though, because yellow is a very warm color, and if you take a cooler toned shadow in the crease with the yellow, it's gonna look odd. So try to stick to something with some warmth to it. But if you aren't if you aren't comfortable with the orangey tones, you can go more brown. Okay, so I'm just adding a little bit at a time because, like I've said a million times before, you can always build it up, but good luck trying to take it away, you know, if you put too much. Okay, so I have a hint of color there, not competing with the yellow, but yet it's not just going to be yellow on the lids and call it a day. No, nothing like that. Okay, I'm going to take this same shade that I'm working with in Sultry, a small Zoeva pencil brush. Put a little bit more of that shadow on the brush and drag it right along the lower lash line. All right, at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to that highlighter that I showed you, that face highlighter, and just take a little bit of that on my ring finger, rub it into the other ring finger, and that is what we're going to do for the brow bone highlight. I don't want to use a lot because, again, I don't want it to compete with the yellow on my lids. So, but we don't want to leave it like stark white either. So just a little something there. Now if you do that, you can do that first so that it doesn't mess up your crease shade. But if you do it last like I just did, just go back in with your brush and just redefine that crease a little bit, just in case a little bit of that highlight shade went down a little further than you wanted it to. Okay? All right, next I'm going to use a brown eyeliner. I don't like black with yellow. Reminds me too much of like bumblebees and hogwart teams, and I just think brown is a little bit better with yellow than black is. It's less severe, it's less harsh. I'm going to use the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Gel Pencil Liner in Bold Brown. Alright, so applied that brown liner, curled my lashes, put on mascara. If you have brown mascara, great. I don't have any. I only buy black mascara, but brown mascara would probably look even better with this look. And then I just applied my lipstick. I've been really into this brown lipstick by LA Colors that I bought from that Decade Beauty Through the Decades collection. This is called As If. If you don't like brown lipstick, peach, coral would also look really pretty. Try to stick to the warm colors that, you know, go with yellow. But don't go too warm because this particular shade of yellow, like I said, is like light and bright. So you don't want anything too warm, but you definitely don't want anything cool. I don't think. And I'm just remember what I said before about Julia's look, how she paired it with blue. So I guess you can put yellow with cool colors. I prefer it with warm colors. So this is just some ideas that might work for you. Thanks for watching, you guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Oh yeah, I curled my hair too.